So for this interview, could you just state your first and last name and your residency?
Jean Gelano, Macomb, Michigan.
And what is your occupation?
Housewife, varsity dance coach.
So for our first question, do you think that Paula Deen should have been fired from the Food Network for using a racial slur?
No.
Do you think that the media coverage has been fair in the way that they've covered this story?
No.
Why not?
Because I think they tend to sensationalize what goes on for newsworthy purposes. And depending on the, I'm trying to think, how people feel, they tend to feed off that. You know, whether it's for a negative purpose or a positive purpose. If that makes sense, I think sometimes they just try to exploit it more for news purposes.
So you think it was more along the lines for them to make money off the story? Like if it was anyone else, it may not have been headline story.
Correct.
So what kind of do you think she should have been punished, or do you think that what necessarily do you think that Paula Deen should have done after that was brought up?
I'm sure everybody, when we say something that we regret, when it hurts any individual's person, regardless of their color, I know hopefully we're all human enough to want to apologize for it and realize that, you know, we need to watch what we say because of the feelings of others. And I don't think, I know she represented a big media, conglomerate program, and I know they have their advertisers and everything to think about, but I still think that everybody, I would say everybody does it at one point in time, and I don't think that somebody should be over penalized for it just because she's in a higher position. I know a lot of times they want to say we should be held to a higher standard, but still, we're still human. We're all human.
Is there any last comments or questions that you have for me?
Not really. I think what I might want to comment about is equality. I just wish it would be more on an equal level for all races, that we just don't look at it as a black and white issue, and that we don't sensationalize it just because someone is in the media purposes, for media purposes. And it just to, I don't know, just to be a little bit more human, if that makes sense.
Is it okay if I needed to follow up with any more questions if I contacted you?
Sure.
All right, that concludes this interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you.